Tonight we're joined by Drexel's Keyshawn Washington, who scored a career-high 35 points tonight. Those 35 points were also the most ever by a Drexel player in a CAA tournament game. And Keyshawn, just talk about your play tonight and what it means to get that victory.
I mean, it's a big win for us, something that we've been talking about since the time we started making it here and having a chance to play in a championship game. And I think everyone just wanted it tonight, and we came out with amazing energy. And, I fed off my teammates, so we couldn't get this win without a full team effort.
First question from the Michael. Go ahead, Mike.
Keyshawn, for you, what does it feel like when you're in a groove, the way you were today? It looked like, you were aggressive, you were confident, you're calling off screens. Just take me into the zone that you were in today.
I think it started right at the beginning of the game. My teammates and my coaches told me stay aggressive from the start. And once I got it going, I felt like my teammates kept feeding me the ball and they trusted me to make plays. So that's what I did.
And just a quick follow-up question. Recovery-wise, you played 45 minutes today. I know Hannah did as well. What's the next 20 or so hours like as you're prepping for the game?
A lot of ice, a lot of recovery, some sleep, a good pregame or postgame meal. Yeah.
Next question.
Yes, Keyshawn, can you talk about the team's resiliency? I mean, they came back and tied the game, really late in regulation. How was the team able to come back and then reestablish themselves so well in overtime?
I think this is a situation that we've been in many times before. So I think everyone was just poised and knowing that we have to take it one possession at a time and value each possession. And I think we did a great job of doing that tonight.
And do you now feel, motivation too to try to do what the men did and bring home both championships to Drexel?
Absolutely. I think it's great that the guys are able to do that. I'm hoping that tomorrow we can do the same.
Thank you, Keyshawn.
Now, did you have a question?
No.
Okay. Any other questions for Keyshawn?
Hey, Keyshawn, I have one question. You guys played Delaware twice earlier this year and dropped both. So what can you do to improve upon that weekend tomorrow night?
I think it just starts with watching film and knowing their tendencies. They out-rebounded us, so I think that's going to be a huge focus tomorrow, getting them off the boards and just controlling them and not letting them speed us up and playing our game and not so much focusing on what they're doing.
Yeah, there might be a follow-up.
Yeah, just one more quick question, Keyshawn. What does it do for the team when Kate Connolly gets in the group like she did in the second half and, Mariah Leonard is making the impactful plays that she was making? Just how does that, make you guys more well-rounded?
I think it forces teams to guard us. Like they have to guard Kate Con at the 3. They have to guard Mariah in the post. If they double her, we have to kick out. Everyone's ready to score the ball. Everyone's a threat. So I think it makes us a bigger offensive threat.
All right. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
We're joined by Drexel head coach Jamie Mallon and another classic Drexel JMU game in the state tournament. Amy, if your team comes out on top, just your impressions and your comments on the victory.
I'm just so proud of this team. I think to come back against a team like James Madison at a 10-point deficit, I think we obviously did it earlier in the year at home, being down 17, but to do that twice in the season against a team like JMU, I think just says a lot about our team. Our leader we've had since the beginning, had Nihil. She's relentless. I've said that from the beginning. She's small but deadly, and I think she sets the tone for everybody. And then just Keyshawn stepping up like she did today. We know she has it in her, and I've been waiting for this game. And this is the time you have to do it. It's CAA tournament time. That's when your best players have to step up and play their best games. And I'm just so proud of this team overall and how they played today.
First question, Michael. Go ahead.
Hey, Amy, congratulations on the win. And just defensively, you were at a, disadvantage inside with size. But how were you able to navigate through that and, force all the turnovers and try to, take advantage of their offense in other ways?
One of the things we've always said for us, because we know we're smaller than most of the teams we play, we have to be the aggressors and make them have to do something that they don't want to do. So it comes with trapping or, doubling the post. We're always going to have to we just want them to think a little more on what they're doing. And I think that with our group, they're on the same page with that. That's why you see the turnovers and you see our guards able to get touches. And if it's not, they're involved in it, they cause the turnover and someone else comes up with it. That's definitely part of our game plan, just knowing our sides, and we have to do something a little bit different than maybe other teams do to come up with ball. And you can see with we forced 20 turnovers today. That was huge for us, and just in the comeback.
And how are you feeling about this quick turnaround? Hannah played 45 minutes. Shauna played 45 minutes. What's the next 20 hours or so going to be like as you prep for this game?
Well, as I told them, you can be tired after tomorrow. So that's all it comes down to. You got, you're going to get plenty of rest after tomorrow. So at this point, I think, you're running on adrenaline. I've been here before, so the fun part for me is I played in the CAA. So to come back and be part of this and be part of history, even with this team, in my first year as a head coach, is just so exciting. And I think our girls are going to be ready to go. I think the adrenaline's going. I think, just like you said, our men winning the tournament, I think that gives them a little extra boost there too. So I know they'll be ready and they'll be rested and ready to go.
Thanks. Next question, Glenn. Go ahead, Glenn.
Amy, look, say defensively, when you were able to dictate the pace of the game, it looked like the defense was creating turnovers, more so than limiting their offense. Was that something that you felt you could do and be effective with?
We did, again, we played them not too long ago. And in the game, we were down 17 and we came back, we had a full court press on. And I think that's what happened. We caused over 20 turnovers in that game. And that's what led us to that win that day. And I think when things, especially when shots aren't falling and you're not getting the shots you want every time, the defense, even, the intensity and being more aggressive, I think has to step up a little more. And even when they made their little run, even the team, I mean, that's what I love about my leaders and Hannah and Keith. They're like, we're not going to stop going at them. Let's not stop now and start stepping back. And I think I love that they had that mentality. I didn't have to tell them that. So that just goes to show that they're really comfortable with what we do and they know it works.
You felt that defense was creating offense for you as well?
Yes, I think it has been all year. I think that's the staple for our teams. You see us play. That's one of the things. And obviously having the defensive player of the year in Hannah Nihill, she's always the person that sets the tone for us.
Thank you, Amy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next question to Mel. Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah, hi, congratulations, Amy.
Thanks,
It's
Mel.
funny, I had my second shot and they said, well, 6 hours from now, you might feel chills. So I don't know whether it was the shot or your game, but you said you've been there before, and you have Delaware. The last time it was Deladon. This time it's Dickey. Pretty much the same game plan you're going to be drawing up in terms of what they do.
Yeah, I can't tell you, Mel, because then they'll hear about it. So I got to keep it a secret. But yeah, I know. I said it does seem funny that the last time we were there, it was Delaware with Deladon. So we have another big job tomorrow with Jasmine Dickey. She's an amazing player. You watch her play, and I mean, as a coach in the league, I enjoy seeing how she plays. But obviously, playing against her, we have to come up with something that's going to limit what she does and what she wants to do. And I think Delaware as a whole, there's a reason they finished where they did in the league. So we know it's going to be a tough battle. But I know at this point, that's exactly who we want to be playing in the final.
Hey, thanks.
Any other questions for Amy?
I have one question. Given your size disadvantage and how you guys overcame that today with your turnovers, do you think you're going to take that same sort of mindset and game plan into tomorrow, given that Delaware also has good size?
Yes, it has to be. We've said from the very beginning, knowing that's been kind of the thorn for us all year. The games that we have lost, it's usually because we haven't made shots and then we haven't been able to counter the rebounding that the other team does. We know we're never probably going to be the number one person, but we have to at least cut it in half. And that has to be the same thing when we play Delaware. That's something they're top in offensive rebounding in the nation. They do that. That's their thing. That's what they do extremely well. So we have to find a way to cut those numbers in half and do it as a team. And we said, it's the thing we did say as a team, we got to get a little dirty out there in the sense everyone's got to be willing to get in there. And that's what the philosophy is going to be tomorrow.
Any other questions? All right. Thanks very much, Dan.
Thanks, guys.
Congratulations.